Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are here for the WPL Season 8 Week 10. It's my battle versus Ryan and the Pittsburgh Steelas. He goes into this game 6-3. We go in 3-6. Pretty incredible record on my part, clearly. 3-6 is a great record. Not completely terrible or anything, you know. But yeah, we are here for this game. As I said last week, I'm already looked at a playoff, so I wasn't taking this game too seriously. I actually just randomized my team, because why not? I didn't really have much time to build, and I didn't really feel like building for this game, so I didn't. I just randomized my team with viable sets, so, I mean, I could still have a pretty good game, hopefully, but, yeah, I didn't feel like building. So you can see he has a pretty threatening roster there. Like Zygarde and Hiligo is some really strong offense. Slowbro and Amoonguss are going to be very annoying to break. And then there's a Raichu. And then there's a Miltank, which definitely is pretty threatening as well. Clearly the Raichu's the biggest threat on the team. Anyway, let's jump straight into this game. I said to lead off with Keldeo, as he leads Nihiligo, and he definitely does have some nice switch-ins. You can already see he goes Amoonguss here. I knew Amoonguss or Slowbro would come in, but I didn't really make that prediction. I actually had HP Flying on this set. I believe I was Specs with HP Flying, so I could have gone for that right here. Unfortunately, I didn't. I just go for a Scald, and you can see we do not burn him. So here I'm actually going to go right down to my Superior, which, yeah, I have no idea why I made this play. I played this game a few weeks ago, so I don't really remember much of what happens. But I'm very concerned for why I went with Sub there, and then I actually stay in and go for a Glare. I definitely should have gone into, like, Sizzle. I guess I was afraid of HP Fire, but even if I was, I don't know why I would Sub. But you're going to see, he gets full power at the time, I get a Glare off, then I go Sizzle, and he does get a Sludge Bomb off. I'm going to go Mega Evolve, hit him with a U-turn now, and then I'm going to bring out my Holucha, as he does just Synthesis up, so Sizzle did pretty much nothing. And now he's going to go into his Slowbros. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance. I believe I actually just go for an attack. Yeah, I go for a Stone Edge and miss, and he just OHKOs me. So that goes my Holucha. Great Mon. But now I can bring out my Tapu Koko and just start clicking T-Bolt, as I actually go for a U-turn there, because sorry, he had a Zygarde, that's why I went for U-turn. But now that my Donphan's in on this Raichu, I'm able to pick up the kill. You do see I have the weakness policy there, but I'm able to knock out Raichu. He gets a really good chunk of HP though off me by just going for a Grass Knot. And then he brings up Miltank and just knocks me out, which definitely sucks. And at this point, I'm not in a great spot already. I mean, Miltank is going to be very difficult for me to beat as long as he plays it correctly. And I don't know how. I mean, I'm already 2 mons down, and I feel like I haven't got anything off of him. You know, this Raichu is not a huge threat for him or for me. So I mean, that was nice. But he actually stays in on my Keldeo, and he reveals the Chople Berry, which is definitely very nice. But this time I'm actually going to switch out, predicting the Slowbro switch. I felt like Slowbro or Amoonguss were definitely going to come out here. And if it's Amoonguss, I can just U-turn. If it's Slowbro, I can click T-Bolt, as I believe that is just straight away what I do here. No, I actually just Volt Switch out and do 83. I actually forget I didn't have T-Bolt on this set. I got randomized with Dazzling Gleam, HP Ice, Nature's Madness, and Volt Switch. But he's going to go for a Slack Off, as I actually go for a U-turn here with my Sizzle, and he goes for a Sculpt this turn, doing a pretty bad chunk. But now I'm going to go for a HP Flying, and this Amoonguss takes nothing from it. And I believe I actually go for another one, pretty much banking on a Para, as we don't get it. And down goes my Keldeo. And at this point, I'm pretty confident the game is already over. So I'm going to go Sizzle, U-turn, or sorry, Bug Bite, because I know I can knock him out. I know he doesn't really pivot into Sizzle at all. So I feel like that was definitely my best play. He does now bring out Zygarde. I was definitely a bit confused to this, because I figured I could probably just U-turn out here and put him into Koko range and just knock him out on the next turn, as he reveals the HP Fire. I believe that was Specs HP Fire. No, I don't think it was Specs actually. Specs probably KOs. But that does so much damage. And now he's going to bring out Slowbros. I am just going to go for a Volt Switch. I knew he'd switch out there. It was pretty obvious he was going to save his Zygarde, as he really doesn't beat Sizzle with the other 2 Mon, or other 3 Mons, including the Slowbro. So I knew he'd switch, so I did go straight for a Volt Switch. As now I'm going to bring out my Sub, because I realized, you know, if I go Sizzle here, he's just going to bring this back out. And I figured, you know, Sub can glare something, or like or fire off a Leaf Storm into something, you know, Nihilego is not going to be able to come in because I could glare it, and then Coco outspeeds, even though he probably still could have gone to that pretty easily. Miltank isn't going to come out because the Leaf Storm knocks him out, and Zygarde can't really come. I mean, Zygarde kind of has to. Oh, sorry, Nihilego would have had to come out because Zygarde was not going to be able to come in that here. And he goes Miltank, and this is the point I realize, I forgot about this thing's ability, Sap Zipper. So I'm actually going to go for a glare here, get a full power straight away, which is very nice, and then I'm going to fire off a Dragon Pull. I'm actually going to sub up as he goes for a Milk Drink. And now I just have to quick Dragon Pulse and hope for some powers as we get a power. And you're going to see here, we get another power. And that was super huge to this game, as that is going to come in really clutch. Now I have a sub behind a sub, and he still does not have a switch in. Because I'm pretty sure I could knock out Zygarde with one Dragon Pulse, so he had to go Nihilego here and break this sub. And you're going to see he doesn't take too much, but he takes enough to where I was pretty sure he'd be in range of a Leaf Storm if I go for one here. So I do, and it's just going to knock out Nihilego. And that is going to just be game to sub here. I'm going to be able to click Dragon Pulse, and that is going to be a good game, as he actually does just forfeit the match there. So we're able to pick up a nice 3-0 win here against Ryan, move to 4-6 with a pretty terrible differential. I know my differential is still incredibly low, but I mean that doesn't matter because I was already locked out of playoffs at this point. Now, you know, we should have had 2 more seasons or 2 more games in the regular season here, but actually both of my opponents for the last 2 weeks did forfeit the match, so I was able to get 2 forfeit wins and move to 6-6. And actually, I finished the season off in 9th place, which, I mean, I'm definitely not against. I would have preferred to be in 8th, you know, because then I make playoffs. But, you know, coming back from being at 1-5 at the start of the season and finishing the season 6-6, that was pretty fun, pretty nice. Even if 2 of them were forfeit wins, you know, it's still nice to have an okay season. So, yeah, I actually will be putting up a Week 11 video at some point. I did a Pyrotos randomized sets video or game with Sohan, so that'll be up for Week 11. He did use Dropify's roster. I might do one of them for Week 12, probably not though. So yeah, I'll probably only have one more video for this season. But yeah, this season was definitely kind of fun. I want to talk a bit more about how I felt about this season, how I felt about how I did with this team. I'll probably talk a bit more about that in the Week 11 video. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.